I'm back with Jessica. Jessica, how are you feeling?
I feel alright.
And are you ready to go to the hospital? When I saw you last time, you said, hey, I'll think about it. What have you thought so far?
I'm ready to go, but well, obviously, no, not today, because I have a few other things I have to take care of before I go. But the next interview we have, I'll be ready to go. I'll be willing to go, but let you take me to the hospital.
Okay, pinky promise?
Yeah, pinky promise.
Okay, got it. I believe you. What did you do today?
Nothing, just try to really stay out of the heat, stay cool. There was a few people that came by and gave us some sandwiches and, some Powerade, some food to eat. And I just tried to find the shade, sat around in the shade.
Who are those people? Are they church groups? Are they the government, city officials? Who are those?
Some of them are just random people, that just stop and have extra food and be like, here, you guys want food, Or and so some of them was like one of the people there. I don't know. They were wearing like those yellow vests, so I don't know if they were working for a church or whatnot, But then one of them was a family, Like I had kids with them and everything, They were giving out sandwiches and water and stuff like that for we could stay cool. So.
Does that usually happen like on weekends or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that actually. Like I've seen people set up like tables and tents, and they got pizza.
The other day a lady came and she did that. She gave out. They had like a whole bunch of pizza and they set up a table right there, and they were giving out pizza to everybody and soda. Yeah.
How do you feel when people like total strangers they do that? How does that make you feel?
I appreciate, it makes you feel good, like someone cares, you know what I mean? Yeah, it makes you feel good, like, someone, actually cares if you're hungry or not,
That random act of kindness by a total stranger might be the only thing you eat all day.
Yeah.
Or for a couple days. Would that be accurate?
Yeah.
So you appreciate when they offer food because that's sustenance for you. Regardless of what you're doing out here, the reason why you're out here, what you're doing, how you're doing it, you're still a human being, deserving of dignity, respect. And if you get hungry and you have no food, there are some of us that are blessed more than others. So it's okay to give you food, give you something to drink, because that's like the kind thing to do, right?
Right.
Yeah. So there's humanity out there, right? People do care, okay? So yeah, I love that. Has any family reached out to you? Any contact with anybody at all?
My family?
Yeah.
I haven't been checked in, but I see my little brother, his car like rolling around looking for circling the block looking for me. I just haven't caught up with him yet, but yeah, they come look for me.
Okay. At least you have family, and if he's looking for you, you probably don't want to talk to him, or at that time when he's looking for you, or what?
Yeah, because some of them was like the other day, looking crazy, you know what I mean, or just like, and I know how they are, and I don't want, they're probably gonna say something that I don't, or just like. I don't want them to see me like that, because that's why I haven't been home, or whatever the case may be. But I gotta go check in, because I haven't been home I haven't seen them in like a week. It might be something important.
Okay, so you typically check in weekly or what?
Just whenever, yeah. I don't know, something.
And when you check in, it's what you just go home and say, hey guys, I'm alive, I'm hungry, I'm still around. Like what does it look like when you check in?
Yeah, I go, get, obviously they want me to stay there. I get some rest, they feed me, and they try to like make me stay there, but eventually I end up leaving again. Like if he goes to work or something and I'm the only one there, like I'll leave too, But yeah.
How many total siblings do you have?
I have 6.
6, so it's 7 of you total?
No, I have 5 brothers. There's 6 of us total.
5 brothers?
Yeah.
And you're the only girl?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
I have 3 older brothers and 2 little brothers.
You're kind of in the middle?
Yeah.
how do your brothers, old, young, how do they feel about you being out here? What do they tell you?
They don't like it. They don't like it at all. Especially my older brothers. You know, they always, you know, just like they not really talk shit to me. It's like tough love. You know, like they want me to do better. You know, because I have my daughter and stuff, and then I'm pretty sure I could do better. You know, so it's like every time I see them, they're just like disappointed in me. Like, damn, you should be doing more in life than what you are doing now. You know.
Is your 15-year-old daughter with one of your brothers?
Yeah, with my oldest brother.
Okay. How long has she been with your oldest brother?
For a couple years already, probably since like 2002, 21, 22. Like for a couple years already.
Is that when you started to need help because you're coming out here to the streets, just staying out here longer, or what?
Yeah.
It got bad for you out here 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Man, do you ever check in with those brothers with your daughter?
My oldest brother, yeah. I seen him just recently, but yeah, I do.
Yeah, I think it's important to check in. I'm sure they miss you. It probably saddens them to see you in this condition, because when they think of you, they don't think of you like this. They think of when you were healthy, vibrant, full of life, not this way. But
and that's the reason why I really don't go around often, because how I lost a lot of weight and stuff, and it's just like it's different, so yeah.
Yeah, it has to be really hard for them, It has to be really hard for them, and your daughter, your mom.
Yeah, my mom,
Does your mom give you that tough love like your brothers?
Yeah, she does, She don't really like give it to me like raw and uncut like my brothers do, you know what I mean? But yeah, she does,
Raw and uncut is like cursing and
yeah.
You try not to take it personal. You know that they come from a place of love, even though it's raw and uncut, kind of mean.
Yeah.
But you know them. You grew up with,
Right.
5 boys. You know how they talk, right? You know how they interact, right?
Yeah.
It's that tough
love. I know they just want me to do better, because I graduated high school and everything, So, yeah. That's why,
Where'd you graduate high school from?
Central
Bobcat.
Yeah.
What year?
In 2015.
2015. When you were in junior high school, what did you want to become as an adult? What did you want to do?
I wanted to become a homicide detective.
You wanted to be law enforcement.
Yeah.
Graduate to a detective. That was always exciting to you? Like, it seemed interesting? Wow, so you like Forensic Files and all those shows? That's so cool.
Yeah.
And what do you think derailed your hopes and dreams?
Drugs. Hanging with the wrong crowd, with the wrong people, being easily influenced, so yeah.
How old were you the first time you tried substances?
Substances, like, as you mean, like, weed isn't considered a substance, is it? Like,
let's skip weed, but
like the more hardcore stuff.
Harder stuff, yeah.
I had already graduated high school, so I would say, I don't know, probably like 20.
20?
Yeah.
So you're 29. You have a 15-year-old daughter. That means you had a baby really young.
Yeah, I was 14.
15.
I was 14, yeah, when I
14 conceived, 15 when you had the baby. And then you started substances around 20-ish?
Yeah.
So about 9 years off and on? Man.
Yeah, it's a long time.
It's a long time, Jessica. But that's okay. I mean, we're going to try to get you off of this stuff, right?
Yeah.
So you got to put in your work. So today you can't go because you got other stuff to do. All right, cool. I understand it. As long as you understand that I'm trying to help you. I'll give you a ride, and you know you have to see a doctor, right?
Yeah,
you know
obviously, yeah.
you have a stent in your throat, somewhere in your throat, it's floating in there somewhere. It might be
somewhere down here. It feels like, I don't know. It's not in my throat no more. I know that.
it's somewhere. Maybe that's what's affecting some of your issues. Maybe it's that.
Yeah.
They put it in there a year ago. You're supposed to go check, get it checked out. What, a month later, and that's been a year.
I know my mom. She gets on my ass out about it all the time too.
Right. Yeah. That's you have to go see a doctor for a variety of reasons. The quicker, the better. And you understand that because you're a smart woman. You're not dumb.
Yeah.
You're not high right now. You're like, right? Like what I'm saying makes sense to you.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, because you gave me a little pinky promise, tomorrow's the day you and I visit the hospital. Okay, cool. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Last time I talked to you, there was a lady, Mary. She sent me $10 to go get you something to eat. Also, she sent some those are briefs.
Cool.
Okay, and here's some long johns for you.
Oh yeah, thank you.
'Cause at night when you lay down, that kind of helps, right? Here's some insures. I got some insures,
Oh hell yeah.
and I'm gonna give you 2 because the
Alright.
rest I'm gonna hold on to you. Hold on to them for
That's
you
cool.
to keep them refrigerated, cool. Like right now, those are really cold.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna drink them.
Yeah, so drink them quick before they get hot, because you know
They're not good. when
they're not
hot.
good.
Yeah.
But drink them, and that should give you a little bit of calories, some protein, give you some energy. And every time I see you, I'll give you some insures. Okay.
Okay.
I also got you some food.
Cool.
This is
Thank
what you requested. Okay. This is
Yeah.
what you requested. Pork sandwich,
Oh, yeah.
brisket, right?
Yeah.
Brisket, which you love, right?
my favorite, yeah.
It's soft. Also macaroni. You love macaroni. It's soft. You could digest it easily. You know.
Oh, yeah.
So those are things that you request, and I like helping you. Okay. So if anybody else wants to send some shoes, your size 9 women's. Your size small, extra small for everything.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to help out with so I can get her some insures, my Cashapp LostInPhoenix, and I'm just gonna check in with you. And I'm excited for tomorrow. That's when you go see a doctor. I'll help you with that. And Jessica, please stay safe. God bless, and we'll talk very soon. Okay?
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Later.